Welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel, everyone. Rich is making another video on XRP today, as usual. So wherever you are in this amazing world, I hope you are all having a fantastic day today. Today, we will discuss XRP. And once more, this is the one-day chart. We're currently sitting at $214. XRP had a green day, but it also had ups and downs. I'm wondering if we'll continue to be in the green going forward due of this. This is crazy. Would you have believed someone if they told me that Bitcoin would be up during a week when the S&P and Nasdaq had plummeted by about 10%? Although it's early, decoupling may occur if this performance persists. Since we're still tracking Bitcoin, everyone is wondering if it detached from the stock market. This is crucial for holders of XRP. So is it a delayed crash? That is, will the crash occur later? Or will Bitcoin disconnect and everyone will be watching Monday? 50% of predictions for a 1987-style big crash now predict a swift recovery and a golden bull run, while 50% predict a black swan. Monday, also known as Black, in 1987, Black Monday occurred. The S&P index dropped 30% in a single day. As usual, no one is aware of the reason. In any case, I was going to say the same thing, and Monday is going to be intriguing. No one can predict if this will happen or not. So I simply want to make sure you know that this can occur. Expect this to not occur, but prepare for it too. Jim Cramer warns of a potential stock market catastrophe similar to the one that occurred on Black Monday in 1987. Since he is also anticipating this crash, it may not occur because often, whatever that Jim Cramer predicts would have the opposite effect. It has happened several times with cryptocurrencies and other stocks, and XRP is currently at a significant turning point. Will it crash 17 or explode to 65 cents? Either way, it's a crash. And Egra Crypto is the source of this. According to him, there's a chance that we could drop to 65 cents or even less. 17. But if we go a different course, we might reach a double-digit XRP in the next 2 to 3 weeks. I hope we take a different course, but I'm sure many people would be thrilled to see a 17-cent XRP once more, because everyone would be backing up the truck. Everyone who claimed that XRP may reach $10 to $20 will make me laugh. Elliott Wave certified analyst from Korea. For the first time, we have an Elliott Wave expert from Korea who says that it's highly conceivable for XRP to achieve between $10 and $20 in the near future. I could already see that coming, but I'm still expecting that we go between $20 and $30 conservatively. I've never even heard of these individuals before. However, I'm anticipating even higher price points, and I believe that the ETF's launch will be a significant motivator. We're still awaiting an official announcement from the SEC, but as you may know, Korea is a huge fan of XRP. Price increases by 4%. In South Korea, Ripple surpasses Bitcoin and Ethereum. We've seen this happen throughout this cycle, and I anticipate it to continue, but I believe XRP is currently surpassing Bitcoin and Ethereum globally. ETH appears to be struggling, and while individuals are moving their money, the majority of it is currently retail money, and the stories around Bitcoin are disintegrating one after another. We're still waiting on that institutional funding to arrive, and the SEC will decide that since we're awaiting Judge Torres's decision regarding the injunction, which I'll discuss in a moment. Additionally, we're awaiting Paul Atkins' arrival at the SEC. I hope that announcing that the Ripple versus SEC litigation is now finished and resolved. However, it feels like we're at a halt right now, waiting for something significant to occur. According to Forbes, XRP may trade between $200 and $400 over the course of the next 4 weeks. Binance initially demanded that XRP reach $600 during this run, and Forbes is now forecasting a huge surge for XRP as well. Is everyone watching a 3-digit XRP right now? If it does, it would signify that XRP overtakes Bitcoin as the top cryptocurrency. That would be a huge game changer. If that occurs, all of the smart money will shift immediately. There is going to be an amazing FOMO. And I believe that if we reach three figures, there's a good chance that we'll reach $400, or even $600 as Binance claims. After all, if XRP even broke above, say, $60 or $70 during this cycle, the money would flood in like a huge wave, and it would just keep driving the price up because everyone would want to buy. If that occurred, they would believe it was the flip of the switch moment, and no one wants to miss it. Retail interest in XRP has peaked, mirroring speculative appetite in the cryptocurrency market. Is retail interest in XRP waning? I believe many people are frustrated because they purchased XRP above the current price point and are simply waiting for it to rise above $3 once more. Additionally, I believe that many people are frustrated because XRP has a tendency to drift sideways for extended periods of time. Everyone probably assumed that it would only go up, but it ended up stalling out along the road. Nevertheless, I think that XRP's price will definitely rise. Everyone expects you to sell your XRP and become discouraged, but you don't want to do that right now. You must therefore keep holding because the moment you sell could be the moment that the market recovers. I'm referring to Bitcoin at the moment, and everyone was anticipating a significant crash, but we don't know if it will happen right away or if it will be delayed. If Bitcoin crashes, XRP will be taken with it. Because of this whole area, it is crucial that XRP and Bitcoin eventually separate. I believe that this will happen throughout the year, but will it be a permanent separation that relies on institutional and utility adoption? Institutional adoption would fundamentally alter XRP's future and all other utility-driven cryptocurrencies. Approximately 572 million XRP, or 260,857,140, was transferred between unidentified wallets. Since everyone was discussing this, 4 significant transactions that suggested possible institutional interest took place. The SEC's ruling might hasten Ripple's liquidity plans. The price of XRP has recovered after these transfers. However, is that institutional funding? We are still awaiting Judge Torres's XRP complaint, but many people are thinking that's what it is. According to an ex-SEC lawyer, Judge Torres's decision stands. Former SEC attorney Mark Fogel rules out Judge Annalisa Torres rescinding her ruling in the XRP case. According to him, this decision may hold, which would make it difficult for Ripple to sell to institutions in the future. Some predict that it will be reversed and that Ripple will be approved to sell to institutions. As of right now, the Ripple vs. SEC lawsuit is still ongoing, and we are only awaiting this judge. Every time you think everything is going well, it turns out to be the moment we've been waiting for. Another delay. For some reason, it seems like they are deliberately holding up XRP. For example, the world isn't nearly ready for cryptocurrencies yet, but this will all end eventually. I emphasize that everyone acts as though this will continue for another 5 years. This will not be resolved before 2025. A decision will be rendered in any case. The same is true for the XRP ETFs, which will launch eventually. It's only a question of whether you'll still be here when that occurs, because the institutional liquidity surge that follows will be one of the largest waves we have ever witnessed. Last year, everyone was boasting about the Bitcoin ETFs. I believe that the XRP ETFs will surpass those Bitcoin ETFs due to the high demand for XRP. Many people are unaware that everyone wants a piece of the action and knows what it's designed to do, but as I mentioned at the start of this video, we're still in the green at the moment. The price of XRP remains at $2.14. We are waiting to see what happens with Bitcoin and tomorrow. I hope we actually pump up today. In this manner, if XRP and Bitcoin start to tumble out, we could be able to hold over $2. I am aware that many people are anticipating a significant crash. They are still waiting for the head and shoulders to unfold, in which we drop below $1. I'm not sure, but I feel like I know that no one could say with certainty that this market is 100%. I'm constantly upbeat and hopeful, and I believe that XRP will surprise everyone. When everyone is anticipating a crash, you may anticipate the exact opposite. We've witnessed that several times before, and all I want is for us to return over $3. After we reach a new all-time high, I want to see price discovery. I'm going to start becoming extremely excited about XRP at that point. We went through this right here, and it was frustrating, so it's not dull to keep this cryptocurrency while it's still above $2. I mean, this continued into 2022 and 2023. Does anyone have any survivors? It appeared as though we would never again surpass $1. Then the election rolled along, and as soon as Donald Trump was elected president, XRP took off. So far, we're doing fine. Where are all of the doubters who predicted that XRP would never reach $1? They now claim that XRP will never reach a new all-time high. After that, those individuals will vanish. Since this cryptocurrency always seems to do the opposite of what everyone expects, anyone who is laughing and saying that XRP will never reach double digits will soon be gone as well. All you need to do is remain patient and optimistic, and we will become wealthy together. With that said, I'm going to end this video and thank everyone for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy your evening.